y'all. I'm Zoe Joelle.
And I'm Alexis Simone.
And this is the Soundwaves podcast,
where we dive deep into the rhythms and stories that shape our world.
Yes, ma'am.
Cheers.
Hey, sister girl.
Hey, how we feeling today?
Good, thirsty.
Ready to try. Today we have a new mocktail, y'all. This flavor is Prickly Paloma. It has our usual adaptogens that we love: L-theanine, green tea, ashwagandha. The flavor, it has some orange peel bitters, hibiscus, agave. So yeah, let's try this.
Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, this is good.
I taste the hibiscus.
I don't taste the prickly paloma part though.
All I taste is hibiscus. I was trying to think what I could put my tongue on. I don't taste any orange either, but it's good.
I'm starting to taste the orange. I like it.
This is good.
I rated it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, period.
Especially if we get to start feeling the L-theanine and stuff like that.
I could see an 8. I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to see.
Because the Dessois one, like, we always talk. So if you're new here, we just gotta say
Welcome.
that. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend or two. But we've been drinking Dessois, D-E-S-O-I. And a lot of them are very berry based. We like them because the side effects are really nice. Like, it makes you feel like, ooh, like maybe I just took a shot or something.
Very energetic.
Yeah. But this is like a whole new flavor profile, and it has similar adaptogens in it. So I'm excited.
This is. It really does taste like some tea. To me, like some cold tea.
Okay, we got a job to do.
All right. So, today's icebreaker, y'all.
Let's do it.
It's a very fun question.
Okay.
It is, if you could be me from one day, what would you do? If I could be Zoe for one day, y'all, I would like pop my ass wherever I go. Her ass so big.
That's funny.
It is so round and plump. I was just be tweeting it out. We would go out and I would just be everywhere.
Oh,
twerking.
we would go out. That's cool.
I would go out and twerk my ass. But on a deeper level, I would really just go out. She just moved into this apartment, y'all. So I would go out and explore the city surrounding her apartment. I would get cute because sister girl is always fly. So I would be all up in her clothes and perfume and shoes and everything. And I would just go out and enjoy the city.
Period.
And enjoy the day.
That's so funny because I feel like we both about to say things that we could do either way. Because I was going to say, I'm about to say like, I would do a picnic with Stinky.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I would do that. What else would I do? It would just be with Stinky because she's a mom.
Yeah.
So Stinky is my nephew and I would just be a mom for the day. I would love to do that.
That would be funny. We should do a vlog about being a mom for the day. Like, you just take him for the entire
the whole day, like 8 to 8 type.
Woo, that's this awesome just thinking of that. But yeah, we could honestly still do stuff like that even if we wasn't actually
But that's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, same. I'm popping my ass.
And I would do some more creative stuff with her hair. Because she likes to say that we have the same length hair now. But I've always seen Lex with long hair. So I probably would do like a bunch of different creative stuff that I be sending her that she don't do.
I've done stuff. I did the wig, the closure. Period.
I would do like the curls, like the effortless curl, the heatless curl thing. Because I just feel like it's going to be bomb.
I need to just get that. Y'all, this is how I wore my hair a lot. Either straight or curly sometimes. But this is primarily it. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Period.
So that was a cute one.
Yes. So what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about joy. We're talking about being content, peace. We're basically like, if we could take that title from that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, is kind of what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about how we seek control through rushing and all these different things. So let's hop right into the first one. I know the first one is with your grandma.
Yes. So y'all, I was having my grandmother, shout out to you, Granny, if you watching.
Thanks for watching, Grandma.
She watches every episode, y'all. And so it was the episode when we were talking about fasting and faith. And she asked me in a way where she just worded it wrong, but y'all, she asked me like, since you found God, like, do you feel like you have like found peace in your life? And the question kind of caught me off guard because I didn't know how to respond at first. But I'm like, I never like lived my life without God. Like, I've always been a believer.
Amen.
Amen. I was not an atheist out here. Now, I was not going to church, and I wasn't necessarily like reading the Bible, but I was not a non-believer. So that's kind of just what I explained to her. Like, honestly, my life has always had peace. Of course, like, we go through different moments in life where you're like uprooting and triggered and maybe some experiencing some trauma, but like I've always had peace in my life. So that's kind of just what I explained to her. Like, strengthening my relationship with God has brought more peace, but I've never gone without any. Yeah. And so that is what really is fueling this conversation, like peace, content, and joy, because we're blessed.
Yeah. When I heard that question, it reminded me of something I read in this book. I think it was I can't remember the name of the book right now. Maybe I'll put it on the screen. But it was saying, like, people say that they're far from, or God, like, hasn't been paying attention to them, or like, God, why aren't you answering my prayers and stuff like that. And they compared it to, like, the sun. Like, the sun is always there. But if you go inside and you go in a dark room and you don't want to be in the sun, you thinking that, where's the sun? Like, you're not paying attention to it. You're not spending time outside in the sun. But the sun is always there. You know, that's how I look at it in my life. It's like, there were definitely, I have dark times in my life, but overall, I feel like I've always still had that foundation of God, just from being raised a certain way and stuff like that. But I will say, as far as to answer the question with the peace thing, I do feel like I have a stronger relationship with peace, a stronger relationship with stability. Like, I feel like I have more control over my mind now that I read the Bible for myself and build my own relationship with God. So, yeah.
Period. That's beautiful. Yeah. So, like, what does peace, like, look like or mean to you? Like, what does that look like in your life?
I feel like it's the things I was just mentioning, but also, like, I think it's like mental clarity is the top one for me. Because, girl, the thoughts could just go and go and go and go and go. And you could try all these different things. Like, I used to do yoga a lot. I used to meditate a lot. And those things do work. But it's like you have to find what works for you. So I think the number one thing for peace is mental clarity, for sure. Peace is also being able to provide for myself.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Because that gives freedom.
Yeah, I think peace is fostering my relationships. Like, I feel like overall I've just been able to communicate way better as an adult. And I'm using that in all the different relationships in my life, and it is bringing me more peace. So, honesty,
It's setting you free.
Facts.
Amen.
What about you?
I would say, I feel like I was always raised around people in my life, or just entered different places in my life where people worried so much. And I think, like, being around that from like as a kid, I just always knew I didn't want to, like, feel that, because worry just brings anxiety. And so I think my peace comes from just not worrying about something and truly not giving a F, like the book, and knowing, like, it is going to work out. That this moment that you're currently in, or I'm currently in, is truthfully just a moment. And I always have had the greater knowledge and sense of, like, it's going to be okay. Like, I've always just been able to know, like, life is going to be okay. And so I think that's just still what peace looks like for me. Like, just knowing it's always going to be okay, no matter what, like, moment I'm in, and situation I'm in at the moment. Yeah.
Are there any books or anything that you can recommend for people to, like, have that foundation of it's always going to be okay?
I don't know, but I will say one of my favorite books I've read was Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. And it's funny that she's laughing, but it's funny.
No, I remember when she was reading that, she was sharing a lot with me, and it was really good.
It was a really good book because it had exercises in it to help you, like, journal and, like, just think further about things. And it just kind of broke down, like, maybe some of the things that you maybe didn't realize was an issue from just growing up with certain parts of people in your life, your family, your parents, where it was like, this was making a, like, I don't know what's the word I want to say, but it was actually stamping you. Like
it was making an impact.
It was making an impact on you. Yeah. You maybe didn't realize that, but it was making an impact. And that book just helped unravel some of those things. And I think that would help me realize this way I was raised made me always know that girl, you don't want to be like that, so you just know everything gonna be okay. Like, everything is just gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But that book was 10 out of 10. I loved it.
Okay, I remember the book now. It was The Celestine Prophecy.
Oh, yeah, and you love that book.
I love that book. The other one I love, can't think about it right now, because there was just a time period when I was reading so many books back to back that they all mushed into my head like one book.
Big book.
But another book that I would just throw out there for women is Women Who Run with the Wolves. That is my book. I have to read it again. I do.
Yes.
But that really got me out of some dark places, for real.
I remember when you was reading that, and you were sharing lots of insight.
I was.
And that was, I think, really shed a light. Like, you turned around.
Yeah. For sure.
Amen.
Because I don't want to make it seem like we've just always, like we've never went through nothing. I don't want to make it seem like that. But I think it's just a different level, like a subconscious intelligence, I guess, that knows that this too shall pass, baby. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's freedom and peace.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you don't have any, y'all, find out what works best for you and embrace it.
Mm-hmm. So, for the next one, it's basically about, like, it's that we have it as you cannot care about everything.
Because you can't.
Let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. But for real, like, so at first when her grandma asked that question, we were just, like, also thinking about the different people in our lives, whether that's family or, like, people you work with, and just how other people deal with stress. And I was like, yeah, like, you literally cannot care about everything. Mm-hmm. Like, unfortunately, I cannot care about every mass things that are going on in the world that are very, very sad, but like, how am I gonna function and make my life better, and for those around me, and for the family I want to have, if I'm worried about everything that's going wrong in the world? I cannot do that. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to prioritize anything. I'm just gonna be sad.
Yeah.
And that's not gonna do anything for me.
There's no action behind that.
No.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is just so sad. Like, people be in the comments of things, like, just like going on and on. It's like, how do you have time to care about all of that stuff?
Right.
Like, I don't get it.
Because their focus is on something else.
Literally.
And it's just, they don't even have the energy to focus on what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
If they're worried about everything that's going on in the world.
I really cannot.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that? Like, the care about everything.
I think it's important to not care about everything. You will literally drive yourself in circles on how you want to change things, but actually have no action plan to change them. I've been in that place where I just care about the world so much, and I want to be like this person who changes the world and makes a huge impact.
I'm not laughing.
But it's funny because what are you literally going to do if you don't start like with self?
Exactly.
With self. If you don't start with self, what are you going to do? Because you are not even your best self to go out there and try to lead other people.
Yeah.
And so caring about everything, it causes anxiety, it causes worrisome, you just lose focus, and it's like a distraction, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like, what can you worry about and care about in this moment that deals with you that can have a ripple effect on benefiting others? Right. Not, I care about Sally who got into a car accident when I was on the way to work, and then my friend over here then got this and this and that. Like, yes, care about people, but it's a certain percentage where you have to just like leave it at the door.
Facts. And I was laughing because I feel like you can still, like, care about those things. Like, if you want to have an impact in the world, but then you have to get into a whole different mind. Like, you can't be in an emotional state trying to create a business plan to help people. It's not going to work. So it's like, yes, these things affect me emotionally. These are the things that I care about. Now, what can I do about it? People stop at reposting and hashtags. I haven't changed anything with a repost and a hashtag. I don't personally think I have. So that just don't work.
I mean, you could argue and say that it brought awareness to somebody who maybe didn't have any, but this is what we're talking about, like getting out of just like caring and thoughts and actual action.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because now that we're all aware, what are we gonna do collectively? Like, that's why I be like, okay, I see, but what we doing now? Like, I'm trying to figure out.
Exactly. And so if that is going to be the thing that you care about, let that be the one thing you care about. You can't care about everything else. Let that be the one thing you care about and actually put all your attention and focus onto it. Yeah. So that brings us, though, to our question.
This one, the top 5 categories. What are the top 5 categories you think that you're prioritizing in your life? And if you want to throw it back to me, you can, even though I'm not prepared. But I'll figure it out.
I'm not prepared either, but
go ahead.
I'll answer. I'll try my best to answer to my ability. 5, I don't know if I have 5, but...
Okay, 3.
Okay, prioritizing in my life right now. Family.
Amen.
Myself. just as far as like becoming my best self. So that's like elevating in all different areas as far as health and wealth, career, financial stability to that extent. And then the last one I will say is community. I really do want to build a community. I really do want to make an impact on people, whether that's through providing resources, connecting people, etc. So those are my top 3.
Love that. I will say, God is above either list that we just said. So that's
right. Number 1.
Yeah, that's number 0. Like that's above. But I will say definitely I'm prioritizing the vision that I have for my life. So like I'm like being very, how they be like get clear on what you want. I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. That's like the top priority for me. Myself, I think that kind of goes together. So I would say like getting clear on what I want in myself is all in the same category.
Yeah.
I think that's it. No, I'm just kidding. Health.
You can't care about everything.
Health always, because I feel like I'm tired. Like in the beginning, like maybe episode 1 or 2, we're talking about like how tired and like all of that luteal phase stuff. Mm-hmm. So like I'm prioritizing health in an intentional way so that it can make an impact on my life. Like, okay, take these herbs, eat this. That's gonna make you feel better. Like that's a huge priority in my life. And then the third one is always going to be like friends, family, and community, like people. So I'll just put that in one thing as well. So yeah.
Amen. Beautiful. Let's cheers to that, because right here we see y'all. We could be drinking alcohol, but we're drinking mocktails.
Exactly.
So we're prioritizing health every episode that you join us. So get y'all some mocktails and let us know how y'all think y'all benefiting from them.
Yeah. So do you have the next question for us, Miss Momus?
Yes. All right, y'all. So, right now we're going to talk about balance. The topics are always including balance in some way or another. But and if you do, how do you balance prioritizing different things in your life and stress, but still like having and enjoying your life?
It's hard. It could be hard sometimes. Like the job, baby, taking me out. But I can give a perfect example this weekend. Mm-hmm. Friday. So I don't know if I mentioned before, but I work in tech as a project manager. So these projects, just to give you a little example, are like supposed to be 22 weeks. They do not be 22 weeks. They be longer than that. Mm. And I was like getting in celebratory mode because I'm like, okay, 2, almost 3, 2 out of the 5, almost 6 projects that I'm managing are about to go live in April. So I'm like excited. Like I can't wait for these people to go. It's not even them. It's too many projects. Right? Like I have way too many projects right now. It's super stressful
to manage.
Yes. So towards the end of the day, I get 2 different notifications that they want to push to May. I'm like, oh my God. And it's not just that they have to push. Now I have to tell my leadership, they don't want to, all of that stuff. So I get that to say I was super, super duper stressed. Like I clocked out stressed out. I text her like, girl, I don't want to make no more decisions. But we were going out. Me, her, and one of our other friends, actually 2 of our other friends, we went out. We had a great time.
It was so fun.
So like I would say the balance is learning how to clock it off. Like it's okay. Like this is happening. It is what it is. Categorizing, that's that. We're gonna keep it in that bucket, and I'm gonna still go and live my life. Like, it is what it is.
It's important, to balance it, because if not, like she could have been stressed out with work and let that like be the tone for her entire rest of her day. Right. No, ma'am. But you don't want to live like that. You don't want to be stressed like that. Right. I keep telling everyone I love, like, you have to prioritize how you want to feel. You have to prioritize your outcomes more than your emotions. Because my outcome that I would rather is to be happy and to enjoy my freaking life and my day. So I'm going to prioritize that more than the bad news that I just got, because I don't know what to do with that right now, and it is what it is. Like, it is. And that's like taking the emotion out of it, because like emotionally you could have just been so over it and stayed in that, instead of just being like, at the end of the day, the outcome is to be happy. At the end of the day, let's do it. Let's be happy. Let's go be happy. Right. And so I think that's how I want to say I balance stress as well, because I manage like 18 different employees at the autism clinic I work at, and it's very annoying working in HR and managing people like the complaints and the feedback, and they did this wrong. And so every day I deal with some type of stress. We also work with autistic kids, so it's just that on top of people is just a lot. And when I clock out, I like to think, okay, I still have X, Y, and Z amount of hours. How are we gonna make the best out of them? And honestly, sometimes just stepping outside, it's just like, woo, thank you, God, that the day is not over and I still have time to do something that I want. And so I just like to apply, like, go do something that you want, whether that's going to the track or going to get a smoothie or going to get something sweet, because I got a sweet tooth, or going to spend time with somebody. Like, I might pull up on Zoe, or I might just go hang out with someone else, or just spend time with my son. So I think that's how I prioritize balancing, like, stress and, like, at the end of the day, having that moment, but then choosing, okay, go do something that you actually want to do.
Yeah.
Because you just experienced something that you didn't want to do.
Right. So why prolong the feelings that you don't want to have? I think they get lost in how we're feeling and not what we want. And that is like two separate things that you really need to figure out.
And I know it's tough because as women, we are very emotional.
Yeah.
But when you stop giving up about them emotions,
facts.
Your life just, a light just shines on you. You start moving differently and you start going after what you want because you have to take action.
Facts. Beautiful. Yes. So right after them emotions, we're going to talk about the connection between rushing and control. So this is a beautiful topic because this just dawned on me that I be doing stuff like that. And what I mean by the connection between rushing and control is like rushing to the outcome. Like let's give an example. You want to get married. You're rushing to that outcome because instead of like just embracing, okay, I'm single right now, I can focus on myself, I can do all these things. No. And this is just an example. This is neither one of us. But it's like, oh no, I need to find this man. I need a date. I need to go. Oh my God.
Right.
Does he have this? Does he have this? Oh my God.
Let me prepare myself for the marriage.
Like, chill out. Like, sometimes you have to sit in the gray area of like, you're not really sure what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You have the idea for your life. And if that's what God has for you, it's going to happen. So you don't have to like freak out in the middle of like that unknown part, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to talk about. And it's like the rushing is because you feel like you have a sense of control over something. Like, okay, well, at least if I date him and he said he want to get married and all this stuff, okay, that's what's going to happen. But is that really the person that you want to do?
Right.
You know, like,
ask yourself what you
stop
want.
rushing. Mm-hmm. Because also with the rushing for me, I feel like I always come back to my senses. Like how we always had a sense of like, we'll be okay. So I will make a decision and rush and do something impulsive, and then I get back to my senses. I'll be like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to do that for real. Mm-hmm. And now you back to where you was gonna have to be anyway. Because like at each stage, God has a lesson for you. So you just have to sit in that sometimes, and it's okay. It really is. It
is gonna be okay. Like with me, I've been told that I have control issues. Like it was brought to my attention in perspective in therapy, just discussing different scenarios and things like that. And so rushing along with controlling, I'm just like, girl, like on edge all the time because they just like contradict each other so much, and it's just like so harsh on yourself when really you should just enjoy the moment that you are in, whatever moment that is. Rushing to get to the outcome that you want so you can feel the sense of comfort and stuff like that, like it's false comfort, and it really isn't bringing too much pleasure, because once you get to that outcome, however long it took for you to get there, you can't even recall what you were doing. Like you can't even recall the process or even enjoy the process because you were so laser focused on how my life is going to look when I finally achieve this goal. And I think you have to enjoy the uncertainty because uncertainty brings possibilities. Certain doors close for a reason, and you can't even like enjoy that and embrace that when you're just like, oh wait, but let me go here because I need to get there because I want this. And it's just like, but enjoy this though. Enjoy this day and enjoy this moment. Rushing, just rushing to get to certain tasks and do simple things daily causes me anxiety because I hate rushing. Like,
yeah,
I hate it. And so it really does help when you change your perspective of not worried about the outcome so much and just enjoying the process, because you just start to enjoy everything that comes along with it. You start laughing at the simple things, laughing at the possibility that it may not work out, but this may result from it instead. So, yeah.
Yeah, because that visually just made me think, like, what if God had a plan for your life where this goal that you had is going to take 24 months? Are you going to be unhappy for 24 months until you accomplish the goal? Like, that's crazy.
And that's when people really have to remember, you have to choose happiness.
Right.
Because it does not just greet you at the door every single day.
Hello?
It doesn't.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't. Especially when you are emotionally thinking and just always wrapped around about, oh, but I want this though. Like, I want this instead.
Like, you know,
take your time.
Facts.
Take your time.
Beautiful.
It's gonna happen.
Yep. Ooh-wee. Today is giving preach. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you feel like somebody might benefit from this conversation, please share with a friend. Share with an auntie. Share with a sister.
Yes.
Share with that man.
Y'all, okay. I had to share with that man. I brought my book back out this time, y'all, because last episode, I could not remember how to pronounce her name. But it's Lori Gottlieb.
Okay.
Maybe you should talk to someone. Love this book. This is the current book I'm reading right now. And so, yes, y'all don't remember what I talked about with this book, go check our last episode out.
It was amazing. So please go watch the last one.
Icing on the cake. Okay.
So we're going to end it out with a moment. Like I've been saying, if you are new and you're not sure what the moment is, a moment is a segment in the Soundwaves podcast where you name a moment and I choose what it is. So it could be something unhinged, it could be a story time, whatever it is, it just has to be on topic for what I'm going to say. So for this moment, it's name a moment when you abruptly stopped caring about something and moved on. You know, just period. It's just it.
And just not give a, okay, so, okay. When we were moving Zoe into this apartment, y'all, I got into a car accident. The morning of, because this man ran the red light. Y'all already know people in Atlanta can drive the best already. So he ran the red light. We pulled over. He didn't have any car insurance. It was just a hot mess. At the end of the day, he ended up running off. First he tried to hit me, and then he tried to run off.
I'm laughing at how you really moved on. I'm sorry. Like, what?
And so in that moment, I was like so upset, but then I was laughing because I was like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, didn't stay on the scene. I called the police to let them know what happened. We did go to the police station after the whole day went by of helping her move because I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was never trying to get the insurance involved in the first place. I just wanted him to give me some money. So, it was just a few scratches.
It wasn't a bad car accident.
But y'all, he completely just he just took off. He was like, F this, I cannot. And so in that process, and after he tried to hit me, I was just like, I don't really care. I went through his insurance. They told me it wasn't enough evidence. I was like, I don't care. I knew at the end of the day, nothing probably was going to come from it anyway. So I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But that's a beautiful story because it just shows, some people are really hard on, I'm going to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
He drove off, I'm about to follow him. You got to give some things to God, bro. You cannot drive yourself crazy about these crazy little things that happen in life. It's like, all right, whatever.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to meet your match.
He was obviously thrown.
Yeah.
Man driving with a car, he didn't even know what insurance is. He told me he don't even know what that is. So, at the end of the day, what am I actually stressing about?
He clearly got some other stuff going on. People always get theirs. So it's it's no point.
Mm-hmm.
And her car wasn't messed up to be driving herself crazy about it.
Right, so I gave thanks for that. I'm like, my car's not total. I can still drive it. And I'm going to go help her move because this is what I came out here for. So I don't give a fuck. We still enjoyed that day.
We did.
Went to go get some food.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was still a great day. It was just that happened and bye.
Yeah.
Bye, loser.
Right. That's so funny because I feel like that relates to this whole episode of literally you got to choose what you're going to care about.
Exactly. You're driving yourself insane.
Right. Okay, so my abruptly not caring about something was this hair business idea that I wanted to do. And it's so funny because, it's not funny, it's silly. Why would you do that? But I don't care no more. I don't make myself feel bad for stuff. But, okay, so it was this curly hair. I still use the vendor and everything. I will get to why I want to do it. But So Zoe Joyelle is my name. Joyelle is my middle name. So I named it Main Joy, Joi. It's so cute. It's so still on cute. Instagram if y'all want to go follow it.
Go follow it, y'all. Y'all might motivate her to start selling the hair back.
So I created the page. I had a little bit of content. I didn't do like a paid photo shoot or anything like that. It was just like my own pictures, and then I had a video of me getting my hair done.
Super cute.
But every single time I have these creative, because I have so many ideas, but I know what I want to do. And what I want to do is a clothing brand, all women, everything clothing brand, down to the shoes probably. And so while I was doing the hair thing, I'm like, it always dawns on me that either way, whatever business you choose, you're still going to have to put the effort in of building the brand, building the community, the people that want to buy it, audience and stuff like that. You're still going to have to do that. So as I was doing it, I was like, this is cute, but the same energy and time and money that I'm going to have to spend building this brand, I could just do that with the actual brand that I want to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I like posted it and then I stopped. I say that I could possibly do it again because it wasn't going to be like me, like it was like a drop shipping type of thing, if I could just be honest with y'all. So I wasn't going to have to do all of the work, but the work that I was going to have to do was building the brand for people to care to even buy from me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that takes so much effort that it didn't make no sense to do that for one brand and not the actual one that I want for the rest of my life. So
longevity. Yeah.
It wasn't funny. I mean, it's funny now because it's like, it was mad cute. Like, I bought the hair bags and everything. Everything was cute. Really cute. Well, whatever I do is going to be cute. And that's just...
Period.
Yeah. So, that's what I just abruptly stopped caring about. And yeah, it is what it is.
So go follow
the page just in case I want to do it a little bit or something.
Right. It's great. It's perfect hair for the summer, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm about to give me some.
Curly.
So
it's super cute.
Go check it out because she might give a fuck again.
Yeah. Well, do you have any last final words for the girls? I feel like we said everything. It was great.
I don't think I have anything else to say, y'all, other than thank y'all for continuously supporting us, watching.
Follow us.
Let us know in the comments what y'all are feeling and any topics that y'all may want us to discuss. And yeah.
Well, that's it. Thanks for riding away with us.
We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same vibe.